Hi everyone, welcome to Espo Sharnya Science classes. Today we are discussing class 11 plant kingdom, the third topic, Pteridophyta. In the previous lectures we have discussed about Thallophyta, the algae, Bryophyta, the mosses, and today we are going to discuss about Pteridophyta, the ferns. Pteridophyta as the first terrestrial plant, we can say that. That means अभी तक जो डिस्कस किया था वो सब कुछ एक्चुअली एक्वाटिक फॉर्म्स और डैम सॉइल में ग्रो करने वाली थी. सो एक्चुअली आप बता रही है टेरेस्ट्रियल और लैंड प्लांट्स हैं, तो उसमें पहले आती हैं टेरिडोफाइट्स. सो वी कैन से दैट दीज आर द फर्स्ट टेरेस्ट्रियल प्लांट्स, राइट. और इसमें आपको यू कैन सी दैट ट्रू रूट, ट्रू लीफ एंड ट्रू स्टेम. अभी तक रूट लाइक, stem like or leaf like structure was there, but इसमें Pteridophyta group में you can see that actual roots, stem and leaf also you can see that. They also found in, actually they also prefer like cold damp soil है, but you can see that mostly in a sandy soil condition maybe they can flourish. That's a specialty, right? So evolutionarily if you are telling, they are the first terrestrial plants which is having vascular bundle. Vascular bundle जो हम बता रहे हैं which is xylem and phloem, which is actually helping for the conduction, right? Conduction of food and water. So these are actually, it's a sign of that original, that true plants. अभी तक जो plant groups are, they are actually the lower plant groups, they doesn't have all these things. So हमारा Pteridophyta एक group है जिसमें xylem and phloem present है. That means the conductive system started. But still it is included in the cryptogame क्योंकि इसमें hidden reproductive organ है, there is no visible flowers or anything. So that's why that is included in actually the cryptogame, but it has some features of phanerogame, like that xylem and phloem is already present there, right? So that's why we can say that it's actually the connecting link between that now I would say phanerogame and cryptogame, like that also we can say that. Some of the examples of Pteridophyta are the hostile and ferns. Pteridophyta commonly called as ferns, that also we can say. Yes. Now we are going for some other examples. You can see that the Selaginella, this is also another type of Pteridophyta. It's another very important example of Pteridophyte. In Bryophyte में हमने already देखा है जो dominant phase जो होती है, that means उनका plant body जो होती है वो Gametophyte है, right? फिर उसमें से actually you can see that हमारा जो gametes आ जाती हैं and the gametes fuse कर फिर funaria, that means in funaria and all we have seen that the sporophyte grow होती है. But Pteridophyte में you can see that the dominant phase जो है, that means the main plant body you are seeing, this is a sporophyte. That means from this the spores will develop, right? So that's the main that ना difference we are telling. Bryophyte में जो plant body है, हमने funaria के already देख लिया है, वो plant body है वो actually gametophyte है. Gametophyte थे at the time of gametes formation, then that will be forming a sporophyte which is actually dependent to the gametophyte itself. You have seen that funaria के case में आपने already दे चुका है, right? But here you can see that हमारा जो main plant body है in the case of Pteridophyta which is a sporophyte, and actually here sporophyte or gametophyte independent है, they are not depending on each other, that also we will see, right? So this main plant body or the sporophyte have true root, stem and leaves, right? So here you can see that these all organs are well differentiated and they have vascular tissue, xylem and phloem also present in that, right? Now another thing you have to remember here, the leaves of the Pteridophyte, you can see that there are different types of leaves are there in Pteridophyte. Actually mainly if you are dividing, they have two types of leaves are there. One small microphyllous, that's you can see that in Selaginella and all, you can see that these each leaves are called microphyllous, right? And you can see that large, right? So that now a large type of leaves you can see in that now ferns and all, which is called macrophyllous, right? So microphyllous and macrophyllous, this is macrophyllous, macro, right, bada leaves, right? And Selaginella वगैरह के case में you can see that small leaves which is actually हमारा microphyllous. These are the two types of leaves you can see in that now Pteridophytes, right? Now if you are going for their economic importance, mainly हम कौन कौन सी चीज़ में इसका काम आते हैं, दे हैव वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इकोनॉमिक यूजेस देयर, बिकॉज इट हैविंग दैट सो मेनी different types of pteridophyte है which is having medicinal value, right? So for example you can see that हमारा that ना rattlesnake fern, right, and ostrich fern and brackish fern, ये सभी ferns को actually these all are pteridophyte की अलग अलग varieties हैं. These ferns are having some medicinal purpose, that means that can be treated for different medicinal purposes, right? And you can see that these it has a true roots are there, so it can act as a soil binders also, so they can prevent soil erosion. It's very good soil binders, their roots and all, so they can act as a soil, they can prevent soil erosion also, right? Some of the pteridophyte which can be used as an ornamental plant, right? So हमारे घर के अंदर सजाने के लिए ऐसे ornamental plants also. There is no flower or anything, but the leaf like and all this structure can be used as a ornamental plant also. Some of the examples which is commonly seen, asparagus fern, right? And another one is the Diopteris, then Actinopteris. These three varieties, और इसके भी अलावा भी varieties हैं which can be used as a ornamental plant. Next we are going to discuss about what is the main reproductive methods, what are the forms of reproduction which can be seen in pteridophyte, right? So we already discussed that this is the main plant body जो है which is a sporophyte, right? So you can see that this is the sporophyte structure. So that's actually, and sporophyte, if it is in the case of ferns, you can see that they have actually macrophyllous leaves is there, macrophyllous, that means bada leaves है. Macrophyllous के पीछे you can see that there will be some special structure which is called a sporophyllous, right? Sporophyllous में you can see that small cluster of group of that spores will be there, which is called as sori, right? So you can see that this is the actually structure, that means this is spore producing structure है, इसलिए हम उसको sporophyte नाम दिया है, right? So that means the sporophyte leaves, right, bear sporangia, right? उसके अंदर sporangia है, और you can see that which is actually on the lower side of that leaf, right? And that's actually you can see that एक leaf like appendage है, उसको हम spore bearing leaf है, इसलिए sporophyllous बोलती है. Sporophyllous की अंदर you can see the ऊपर you can see that there are sporangium is there, जिसके अंदर पहले immature spores होती है, बाद में that will be converted into mature spores, right? So that's actually you can see that if it is enlarged portion है, so this is the endate structure you are seeing here, जिसमें हमारा that ना sori you can see that जिसके अंदर हमारा small spores are present in that, right? So again in some cases में you can see that the sporophyllous, that means हमारा leaf of the pteridophyte. I told you already the leaf of pteridophyte को हम macrophyllous में और microphyllous में divide किया था, that means big leaves and small leaves, and which is having spores, उसके ऊपर spores है तो इसलिए उसको sporophyllous बुलाती है, right? कुछ केस में ये sporophyllous you can see that form a distinct compact structure, that means हमारे ये salaginella की केस में equisetum के केस में वगैरह you can see that this microphyllous condition that will all together form you can see that a cluster of structure, a cluster of compact structure जिसका नाम है strobilae, और you can even name it as cones also, right? तो equisetum के केस में भी you can see that these all things will be clustered into form strobilae, right? or singular strobilus, right? or even you can name it as cone, right? So main example Salaginella and equisetum के केस में. Fern के केस में it's not forming any cones or anything. So these two type of varieties you can see that. Now what is that actually happening that at the time of that spore production क्या होती है इधर, you can see that. So we already discussed that the sporangium is there, sporangium के अंदर sori, right? और spores will be there, इसके अंदर spores present है. At that sporangia we can say that will be produce that spores by meiosis, right? हमारा meiosis करके you can see that the meiosis, that means actually haploid spores produce होती है meiosis के बाद, right? So it is actually in the spore mother cell. Then this spores will be germinate to get a special structure, एक that ना multicellular that ना free living, right? It's not depending on that sporophyte, और वो photosynthetic भी है. एक thalloid, that means it's undifferentiated mass of tissue body होती है जिसका नाम है prothallus, and it is the gametophyte. तो sporophyte will produce the spores will be germinate into a gametophyte, right, which is actually independent. That means कोई लेना देना नहीं है. Bryophyte के केस में you have to understand the difference. Bryophyta के केस में हमारा जो plant body था वो gametophyte था. Gametophyte से that's actually producing gametes. After fusion of gametes that will be developed into a sporophyte. So sporophyte is actually depend on that gametophyte. It's not at detaching, independent नहीं है. फिर कैप्सूल आ जाती है. कैप्सूल के अंदर there will be spores will be there. That spores will be developed later. So this is the structure. So here the gametophyte and sporophyte are dependent each other. They are actually we cannot separate it. But in the case of pteridophyta, ये sporophyte और gametophyte बिल्कुल अलग अलग है. They are independent of each other. Right. So here the gametophytic structure of pteridophyta, it's called the prothallus. You can see that it is a heart-shaped structure. Right. So this is the gametophyte of pteridophyta. Now you can see that the correct structure you can see in this picture. This is that gametophyte of that or the prothallus of हमारा pteridophyte. Right. So ये prothallus actually it need a cool, damp, shady places. That means actually they also need water for their fertilization. That's why they then always prefer a damp or cool atmosphere which have so many that has some water content or moisture content is there. Because you can see that in the prothallus area you can see both हमारा male and female sex organs are present in the gametophyte itself, right? So in the prothallus you can see that here the archegonia, right, which is actually providing the sperms, right? Sorry, the egg, I just told that opposite, right, sorry, right. So here you can see that archegonia which in turn produce the egg and antheridium which will produce the sperms, right. So you can see that sperms will be there, the male gamete will be there, these are there, and for their fusion you can see that they need water. Once the water will be there, then only they can go and fuse with that. Then the next the fusion of that zygote formation will be there, right. So gametes contain both male and female sex organ. Male sex organ the antheridia, right, and the female sex organ the archegonia. दोनों एक prothallus में होती है. So I already told you these member like bryophyte, these members also required water for their fertilization. So prothallus में antherozoids, the male gametes will be produced. That's actually called the sperms. We can say that's sperms, right. So antheridia will produce the antherozoids, that's the male gamete, right, and that will be deposited in the archegonium in which the eggs are there. Once their fusion will occur, that will be developed into a zygote. Right. So again these were haploid in nature. वो spores से develop हुआ prothallus है. So it was haploid in nature. Now these haploid structure, the gametes are fused together. So the zygote will be in diploid form. Right. So zygote develop into a multicellular differentiated sporophyte which is again diploid. So I will explain with the help of the picture. You can see that this is our sporophyte, right. So this is the main plant body जो हमको दिखने के लिए मिलती है, right. So plant body में you can see that the sporophyllis, that means उसका leaf के पीछे you can see that there will be spores attached to this. ये spores, that means it is sporophyte. क्यों नाम दे दिया? क्योंकि वो it is producing the spores. So sporophyte जो है it is diploid in nature. It will produce haploid spores by meiosis, right. Meiosis करने के बाद these spores will be developed, right. So they will develop into a gametophyte that's called the prothallus of the pteridophyte. Prothallus you can see that it's entirely independent. इसको rhizoids वगैरह structures you can see that, right. In the picture also we have seen that these are the rhizoids. So this is absorb the nutrients from the soil itself. So it is entirely independent of the sporophyte. कोई लेना देना नहीं है. Right. So here you can see that the prothallus जिसमें हमारा antheridium and archegonium दोनों है. So antheridia will produce the antherozoids, the male gametes, and archegonium will produce the egg. Right. So at the time of that fertilization, you can see that the water is very important here. The sperms will be travel with the help of water, and it will reach in the archegonia, the egg area, right. Now the fusion of gametes will be there, and they will in turn the zygote production will be there. So here you can see that अभी तक जो prothallus है ये भी haploid था. Now these sperm haploid, egg haploid, fusion the zygote, it become diploid. ये zygote से you can see that the new plant will develop. The plant actually we are telling that actually the sporophyte. right. So now you can see that the sporophyte, this that gametophyte से sporophyte develop होगा, again the cycle will repeat. So here you can see that this is the life cycle of a pteridophyte. It's very simple, you have to understand the concept properly. Now what are the major difference in between the what is their sports में वगैरह structure में थोड़ा सा difference होती है, that's we have to discuss next, right. So most of the pteridophyte produce similar kind of spores. सारे जो produce कर रहे spores होती है वो सारे same type की होती है, इसलिए हम उसको बताते हैं homosporous plants होती है, right. And in some other you can see that they have actually they are producing different types of spores, that means heterosporous condition है, उसमें एक बड़ा macro spores है और एक छोटा microspores भी you can see that. जैसे कि हमारा Salaginella, Salvinia वगैरह pteridophyte में you can see that there are two types of spores. You can see that from the picture itself. This is the macrospore, bada spores, and this is actually we can say that megaspores also, we can say that megaspores and micro small spores, right. These are also microspores, these are megaspores or macrospore. So they have two types of spores in them, right. So here you can see that the character structure, the megaspores and the microspores, they are actually germinate and they will give rise to male and female gametes. Mega से हमारा female, right, and micro से हमारा male gametophytes produce होती है, right. So the male gametophytes are retained on the parent sporophytes for variable periods. वो अलग अलग time में उधर retain होती है so that it can be even develop into the next structure. राइट. सो ये हमारा जो स्पोर्स है, स्पोर्स विल बी डेवलप इनटू द गैमेटोफाइट, राइट. सो मेगा स्पोर्स से हमारा फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट होती है एंड माइक्रो स्पोर्स से मेल गैमेटोफाइट होती है, राइट. So here you can see that within the female gamete हमारा gametophyte, right. So the zygote will develop and then that will be develop into a young embryo, right. ये जो process है next, that means it was actually precursor, पहले process of seed habit है, right. That means next the plant group we are going to learn they are the phanerogams in which you can see that the seed production is there. तो उसका पहले की structure है, that ना step है ये seed की जैसा embryos उन्होंने फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट में रिटेन करती है. बाकी यू कैन सी दैट इवन हमारे हायर प्लांट्स में भी जो फ्लावर्स होती है उसका बाकी पूरा पार्ट एक बार फर्टिलाइजेशन होने के बाद दतना रह जाती है, सॉरी दतना चली जाती है, सिर्फ रिटेन होती है दतना व्हाट से द ओवरी पार्ट विच इज़ द फीमेल पार्ट, राइट. देन इट विल बी द ओव्यूल इनसाइड दैट ओवरी, ओव्यूल्स विल बी द विच विल बी टर्न इनटू द सीड्स. So here also in the case of pteridophyte also you can see that the female gametophytes, right, that's actually the zygotes develop into a young embryo. So which is a precursor of the seed habit, right, and it is considered as an important step of evolution. That's why we are telling धीरे धीरे that na what the pteridophyte as a next that na step of that plant's gymnosperm, then angiosperm वगैरह that na evolution से हुआ है. So that's very important for that. It's considered a very important step of evolution, right. I hope you understand the concept properly. But we have told that कुछ pteridophyte में similar kind of spores होती है जिसको हम homospores बताती है. So that's actually same type, right. कुछ में you can see that different types of spores are there, जैसे कि macro and micro. Macro that's megaspores भी बता सकते हैं. मेगा है मोस्टली उसमें से फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट प्रोड्यूस होती है एंड माइक्रो उसमें से हमारा मेल गैमेटोफाइट प्रोड्यूस होती है. सो हियर यू कैन सी दैट विच इज़ गिवन द एग्जाम्पल लाइकोपोडियम विच इज़ ए टेरिडोफाइट जिसमें हमारा सारे स्पोर्स सेम जैसे है, तो दिस इज होमोस्पोरस है, राइट. इन द सेम टाइम सेलाजिनेला के केस में यू कैन सी दैट वन एक्चुअली दैट हेट्रोस्पोरस है, वन मेगास्पोर इज देयर एंड यू कैन सी दैट स्मॉल माइक्रोस्पोर्स आर ऑल्सो देयर. सो टू टाइप्स ऑफ स्पोर्स आर देयर. मेगास्पोर से हमारा फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट प्रोड्यूस होती है एंड माइक्रोस्पोर से मेल गैमेटोफाइट प्रोड्यूस होती है, राइट. सो टू टाइप्स ऑफ स्पोर्स आर देयर, इसलिए इसको हेट्रोस्पोरस बुलाती है, राइट. एंड फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट एज सच रिटेन होती है पैरेंट स्पोरोफाइट में एंड बहुत अलग अलग पीरियड में. इट कैन बी ना 1 week 2 week, द वेरिएशन टाइम पीरियड कैन बी वेरी, राइट. So this is actually a precursor of seed habit. I hope you understand the Pteridophyta portion very clearly. If you understand this all portion clearly and if you like my video, please subscribe the channel, like and share with your friends, right, and press the bell icon for the regular notification. Thank you. Thanks for supporting.